Again, a lot of people talk the Cowboys. We don't talk it as much as other people, but we do have somebody on this show that speaks fluent Cowboy.
I
So if
don't
you
know
want to
about
get
that.
your Dallas Cowboy news, you should get it from Pick'em Pros. All right. But the Cowboys in true Dallas Cowboy fashion, looked great that first week, went on the road. Wow. Then, okay, of course, all the talk started up and Michael Parsons podcast got going again and everything. And then they went home and got blown out by the Saints. Again, we believe in the Saints, but that was still an atrocious beatdown. So, Diego, with the Dallas Cowboys, are they the same old Dallas Cowboys? What's going to happen this year with the Cowboys?
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are still the same old Cowboys. And I was saying this, and people were saying this before the season that the Cowboys they were going to be the same because they didn't really make any offseason additions. They got Zeke. I mean, Zeke looks okay. He looks okay, but everyone else they didn't really change anything else with the
Yeah.
roster.
Yeah, I
And then
think Zeke is. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but I know Johnny O from Whole Shots is watching, who took a shot at the Panthers. But Johnny, man, we apologize for talking so much junk about Zeke. We know he's your favorite Cowboy ever, so we apologize for that. But go ahead, man.
yeah, well, anyway, as I said earlier, Zeke looked okay, and their roster was they didn't change anything their roster,
Yeah,
and wasn't really expecting anything. And then they have that one win against the Browns week 1, and everyone's like, "Rah, the Cowboys! You picked them to win the division." And then
no, I picked the Eagles.
No, and
to start
then
the
you're like,
season.
"Yeah, I'm changing that. I'm
Well,
going with the Cowboys."
that was just a statement, just in the man cave after the
Well,
game.
we have footage.
I might have had a sip of yak or
We
something. I
have
mean
footage in the last show.
that was not on record. That was an off
It was
record
on the
statement.
record.
You're supposed to keep home business at home.
Well,
Okay, that was a
it was
home
on the
statement.
show.
All right. No,
Womp
I didn't
womp.
say that on the show.
Yes, you said it on the show.
Did I?
Yes,
I don't
you
remember
did.
that. You're gonna have to show me that. You
Yes,
have to show me that.
I'll show it to you.
All right, yeah, you got
Okay.
to pull that up.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, it was that, and then of course they get blown out, and then now it's like the same old Cowboys. So I think they're gonna be the same Cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I'm not gonna lie. They struggle versus the Kubiak Shanahan offenses anyway. I mean, that's how they got whooped by Green Bay last year. And then we see the Saints blow them out basically with that same offensive philosophy. And what worries me is just seeing Micah get taken out of the game like that because like he's a true game wrecker. And then the Saints literally plan was just, hey, we're gonna run stretch and we're just gonna run at the corners and basically say, hey, stop this. And then they couldn't. So I don't know. I truly believe that the Saints game plan versus the Cowboys defense was really good. Dallas, their offense leaves a lot to be desired because outside of CD, who's that wide receiver to, and Dak, he looks like a superstar one week and then he's inconsistent the next. So honestly, I really judge their games on how they play the Eagles during the year. That's really how I judge how their season goes. Typically, it's a good barometer for success. If they beat the Eagles, they're probably going to go to the playoffs and look good. If they don't, it's going to be a rough year. So I truly believe that they're going to still be a team that's present in the NFC. But as far as winning the division and looking like they're world beaters like they did towards the end of last year, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be same old Cowboys as far as making the playoffs and having an exit before the NFC Championship game. So it will be the same as far as that goes. Are they as bad as they looked last week? No, but they are too one-dimensional to make it to the NFC Championship game or get to the Super Bowl. Like you said, it's way too much CD. They're not able to spread the ball around. They don't have a running game. They have no speed coming out of the backfield. Those were things that they needed to address. They need to get a solid number 2, and they need to get some world-class speed coming out of that backfield. If they could have addressed those two things, they could have had a shot. But without that, when they face the higher end teams, of course, they'll beat up on the smaller teams and put up big stats, and everyone will get excited. But when it comes time to playing the elite teams, that's where they'll struggle. And again, that is the definition of same old Cowboys. So yeah. think we agree on that. But let us know in the comments. We've got a comment here on IG. I'll just read out here from David Cook. Said Dallas is good. Every team has weeks they lay eggs. Jake Ferguson makes a big difference, and the defense will get it together under Zimmer. Okay, we will see. Now, DC, that's what we call you. That spoken like a true Cowboy fan now, my man. I do have to admit. So I don't know. You sounded like Chris and Diego when they talk about the Panthers. You sounded like that about the Cowboys.
You trolling us this episode, man.
I've got to. Hey, be happy Dez isn't here. Because Dez, oh man, when he's on here with us, it'll be 2-on-2. Speaking of Dez is hiding again, man.
Yeah, I think it's because I won. He's scared to face me. You know?
It happens a couple of times every year. We have to call the authorities to find Desmond Clark. Whenever and especially when he loses to you. I think that's what he has trouble with. He can kind of stomach losing to me, losing to an adult. We're about the same age and whatnot. But yeah, when he loses to you, it seems to really hurt him to his core, and we don't see him for weeks. So we apologize to the audience for that. He is pick and pro with us with the show Who You Got, but he does have some emotional issues when he loses to Diego. So we do want to just mention that. But we have his picks. He's represented, but he's in hiding. So we'll find him pretty soon. All right.